What are the differences between a divorce and a dissolution?
Well, in Ohio, the dissolution is where both parties absolutely agree on everything. They come into the office with basically an idea of what all the issues are and how they've resolved them, such as who's going to have custody of the kids, what amount of child support is going to be paid, who's going to get the dog, who's going to get what car, what they're going to do with the home, things like that. If they've come to an agreement on all of those issues, then we file what's called a petition for dissolution of marriage, and we attach to that the agreement of the parties, which is called a separation agreement. Then that gets filed with the court, and according to Ohio statute, not sooner than 30 days, but not longer than 90 days, there will be a hearing on the dissolution matter. And so long as both parties appear at that hearing and confirm that, yes, they entered into that agreement and that they want the court to accept that agreement and make it part of their decree of dissolution, the court will grant them a dissolution, and they're basically divorced at that point. You contrast that with a divorce, and a divorce is where there are some issues that are still outstanding between the parties that they can't agree upon. And you file an actual legal complaint for divorce against the person. They get served with that complaint, and then they have an opportunity to respond by answering to the complaint and possibly filing a counterclaim of their own. It's a much more structured procedure going through a divorce. The court kind of governs when things are going to happen, where with a dissolution, if one of the parties backs out at any time during the dissolution, that proceeding basically gets put on hold or possibly even dismissed. Where with a divorce, the court forces things to go forward because it assigns dates for certain things to happen, and you have to comply with those dates. And ultimately, if you go all the way through the process and you still haven't reached an agreement with your spouse, then those issues will be tried to the court, and the court will issue a decision that's the court's order.